guys, my name is James Collects, and if you're following me for the first time, I am both a nerdy collector and an eBay reseller. Now this video is going to be a quick rundown as to a few of the things that I bought, well, things that I sold during the month of February. Now I'm going to be honest, February just gone may have been my worst month ever on eBay. Admittedly, I've not been doing this particularly long. There's some other people that I know that have been doing this for years and years and years. Me myself, I'm still very new to the game, but this February was dire. So with that being said, let's have a look at, well, 4 or 5 listings this past month that have sold. First things first is the Thunderbirds that you guys can see on your screen now. I sold it for $29.99. I think I paid $5.99 for it at a local charity shop, and as you guys can see from the photos, it is complete along with 2 figures in the cockpit as well. Now I have a new light box that I'm taking the pictures in, which I don't mind actually. It's very big and bulky, so I'm having to store it in the spare room because it's just an absolute faff to collapse and then erect it every single time that I want to take a new picture. But as you can see, nice and bright, standard pictures on eBay now. So thankfully it's only taken me a year or so, but my pictures are slowly getting there. So profit wise, probably about 20 quid or so after postage and fees, maybe a bit less, maybe 18, which isn't too bad. Next up is the Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus Rex. I paid £1 for this. I put it on eBay, and there was competition. There was in fact a lot of competition. There was at least 3 or 4 others for exactly the same price, if not slightly less. However, mine sold within a couple of days. Whether it's because of the pictures or not, I've got absolutely no idea. But there you go, there is the big dinosaur himself, and standard pictures showing the detachable skin, the ribs underneath it, and how dirty his feet are. I didn't want to clean the feet too much, simply because I didn't want the plasticky, rubbery substance that is the toy itself from deteriorating any more than it already had. So yeah, paid £1. I think shipping I did second sign for, so that would have been what, 4 quid. So fees is going to be what, 15 quid profit maybe, which again isn't too bad. Next up is the Barbie Sisters Snorkel Fun. Now I paid £3 at a charity shop for this, and I in fact stuck it on an auction. I think I started it at maybe £10 or £15 including postage. If I'm starting an auction at a higher price than £1, I'll always include the postage. If I do it separately, then you guys will see that the postage is added on top afterwards. So yeah, I wasn't expecting it to go that high, to be honest. I was only expecting it to go for what I put it on for because of the box being so damaged, but this has actually gone to the United States via eBay's global shipping program, and yeah, it's okay. I mean, you guys can see from the pictures that there's, looks like tooth marks left by either a child or a dog. So standard pictures, you can see the box damage, and there's some holes in the top of the plastic as well. So £17, it only cost me 3 quid, so you're looking at well over £10 profit on that, which was nice and easy. Next up is the Chad Valley basketball game. So I paid again £1 for this. I started it off at a 99p auction because I was fairly confident that it was going to go for more than the quid, but because I started it off at 99p, I did the postage on top instead. So it went for £10.50, which again I'm not complaining at. So eBay fees would have been just over £1, minus the fees on the postage as well, because that's an absolute nightmare. So yeah, I went for £10.50, which I'm quite happy with, because I would have expected to have held on to it for quite a while if I put it on buy it now for 15. So to only lose out on maybe £1 or so, and to get rid of it nice and quickly, I'm quite happy with. So I had a quick game with it, nothing wrong with it at all, apart from the dome damage, which you guys should be able to see. Where is it? Oh no, there was dome damage, and I put it in the item description as well, but obviously the 4th picture didn't upload. So there's a lesson for you. Always make sure that all your pictures are uploaded. Thankfully the buyer obviously read the description rather than just buy it willy-nilly. Right, next up is our last item of this video. As I said, February's been absolutely terrible. March has already been better and we're only 3 days in for me. So we have Warhammer figures. So I paid £2.50 for a lot and it went for £17 plus postage. So as you guys are about to see, the sets were all over the place. So we have the skeleton warriors. There were some that were broken, some were absolutely fine, and pretty much every single figure was painted. Have the skeleton chariot. I just lost my wording there. The skeleton chariot as well, again broken. You can see that there's a skull on the floor of the guy that's supposed to be steering the chariot. We also have goblins, mostly unpainted. They're nice heavy figures as well. Again, nice, quick, easy photo. We have the orcs, which I tried to take as best a picture as possible, but trying to get everything in one shot without making it crowded is actually quite difficult. Next up is Chaos Warriors, I think. These are cool. I like these. I think Chaos were on the Warhammer 40k, weren't they? The old PC game. And that is it. That's all of them. So they cost me 50p a box. So £2.50 for a lot, and it went for over £17. So I can't complain too much when it comes to that sort of thing. And again, I did it on as an auction simply because I wanted to shift it as quickly as possible. So that wasn't too bad, but that is it. That's the only things that's really worth mentioning. I've done a few items that I sort of tend to sell on an almost monthly basis, which is the same thing over and over again. So there's no point in showing you guys that because it's nothing particularly exciting. But yeah, February was bad. It was dire to the point where at one stage, because I'm obviously buying stock continuously, I let it build up. I let it build up for quite a while, to the point where I think over the Christmas period I had almost £1,000 put to one side ready for buying. And obviously as you sell, you'd expect the money to keep on building up and building up. And I was buying and buying and buying and buying and buying, and nothing was selling. So I'm having to change the strategy slightly, which is why I'm going for a couple more auctions on a monthly basis. If not, we're going now on a weekly basis just to try and shift as much as possible. So yeah, I was down to, as of 3 days ago, I was down to 50 quid. I've just paid eBay their £80 charge, which was ever so kind of them, and I'm back up to about 100. So yeah, the first few days in March has been an absolute godsend, but that is the life. That's what happens. This is why I only do this part-time, because if I was to do this full-time, I think I would have gone bankrupt by now. I'm still learning way too much, but yeah, it is what it is, and it's something I still enjoy, so that's the main thing. But that is it from me. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I will see you lovely lot in the next video. Good gaming and happy collecting. Adios.